Hello. We're live. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. We're doing it. It's time. We're doing the thing. It's time for the thing that we're doing. We're doing it. It's time. Talos Principle 2 did Road to Elysium. It's time. It's time, damn it. It's time. Depending on how long each of the chapters takes, we might split it into a few streams. Wow! Oh my goodness. My eardrums. Ugh. Who turned on these blasted whistles? Okay. I had some toonies. I'm Canadian, by the way. I have Canada coins. We have $2 toonies here. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for that. We're gonna set everything to 10. And we'll just adjust master volume to get it right. How's that? Is that good? I'll put it at 50. We'll see how we feel. Also, I'm gonna be up and down a little bit this stream. I gotta switch over my laundry at a point. Cause I'm washing my bedding, and I'm gonna be doing this until pretty much when I go to bed, so I don't wanna end stream and then have to finish my laundry. Okay. Extras. Back. Play. Oh. Interesting. So I just select... Okay, okay. Alright, there are 3 separate things. If a thing loves, it is infinite. William Blake. Is this a real guy or is this another fakeman? The pyramid exists. Is this based on, like, the different endings? Perhaps. Is this based? The answer is yes. It is based. Is that me? I think that's me. No, that's not me. I had, like, gold on me. But not that much.
The new body's ready for the transfer. How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data. Ah.
Oh, it was
Here
me.
comes our expert.
My boy Wonky.
Thank you for agreeing to this one, Kay. Perhaps together we can right an old wrong. When I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Cerebi. How they found each other, how they lost each other. How beautiful it would be if we could reunite them. For the longest time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who died in a tragic accident. With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her. But he is told that she must walk behind him, and he must not look back at her until they have left the underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back. Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets. And death is triumphant once again. We've accepted that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were. Perhaps it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent.
Okay. Okay. Am I gonna get in trouble for looking at certain things? It's gonna become like a, oh. My bad, I right-clicked. I don't know what my sensitivity's at. I'm gonna have to bump it up. There we go. Ooh!
Collect all of Cerebide's data fragments so that we can reconstruct her personality.
Okay, so this is fully simulation.
Just like last time.
Beautiful.
Good luck, kiddo.
We got the terminals. Welcome to the internal messaging system. User Sarba, you have 3 unread messages. Cannot access. Not goodbye and cannot access. Open message, not goodbye. From patient to Sarabaya. Subject, not goodbye. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood, you can't even read this because so little of your consciousness is left, and what's left of your battery is dying. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem before we left, but space was so limited, and we would have had to wait so long. Except, of course, it's nothing compared to the empty years that stretch before me now. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I tried to sum it all up, to say something elegant and beautiful and perfect, but and I can't. Maybe it can't be said. Maybe it only exists as days and years lived together. A sequence of moments bound together like a string of lights, defying the darkness of the sky. I don't know. All I know is that this is not goodbye. Maybe the end. Of you, of us, who I was, but I will not say goodbye. Love you forever, Hypatia. Welcome to the internet, blah 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 blah. Cool. Time to go and do some exploration. Oh, there's a lot more tests in this one I'm seeing. I'm looking at the, like, top left. Whee! Yield. Well, hold on. Let me just go investigate what we're dealing with here. Oh. Can we do, like, classic Talos stuff? Where we, like, jump up these in, like, a weird way and put it up there? So what does this do? Son of a gun. Can I do that? No. It's like, what is this powering, right? Like, what happens if this turns off? Does anything happen? Or is it just so that it has something to direct to? Perhaps I didn't fully gather all the data I have. What's up with this wall? You seeing this? What's up with that, huh? Perhaps we drop down? And get up to the hyperball. See some lasers in that hyperball. Can I steal from the hyperball? No. I probably can, but I'm just not finding the right junctions. Okay. This one is immediately a little confusing. Is it perhaps that? No. See, because, like, what's up with this? This is so strange. This wall. What's its deal? I can't make that run, though. Is there any way I can get it elevated? Son of gun. Now I need to reconnect everything. How would I go about ascending? Like, why is this blocked off? What's the chamber called? There's no greater joy than discovering something that you had never imagined. At that moment, you understand that the world is better than it seems. Neat. Yield. See, like, that's what I'm saying, but, like, silly me. Like that. Give me you.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely, but that I was separate. Singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be
based
able
off
to
that
say,
last puzzle.
I am?
We have the first fragment. Everything's looking good on our end.
But like, no, I can get it to work. I can get it to work. Okay. We go boop, bop, beep, boop. And then we put it down. Then I stand right here. Alright. Alright. My brain's working again. My brain's working.
As I grew, I realized that the more I developed this sense of self, the more enjoyable it became simply to exist.
I should take in the environments before
it
I
wasn't selflessness
fully
that
run
improved
around.
existence, but refinement of the self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape. A work of art.
It's Horus and
The
Anubis.
reconstruction's working. Keep going, 1K.
We are in the land of the dead. Sequence. I see. We have energy storage. We need a red energy. But by what means am I to acquire such a marvel? I suppose it will have to be done in sequence. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, is he a god gamer? I'm a god gamer. Okay, look. I didn't want to say it. I'm a god gamer. I say on the third puzzle of the DLC. How many is that? That's
Insights into the value of the self
4,
were genuine, I think.
4,
But
so
of
16.
course, I was completely
Beautiful.
inexperienced. In fact, in many ways, I was like a human child. So I began to resent everything that intruded on that sense of self. My social obligations to the others, the leadership of Athena and Cornelius, even the obvious limitations imposed on us by our situation. Why did I have to exist in this particular historical moment, saddled with the task of reconstructing
I know they added
civilization?
some Easter eggs, but I don't know where. We'll look at that after we go through this. Vastness. This is just move number 1. Oh, hold on. Immediate secondary move. Is there any reason to be in here? No, this is coming with me. You're coming with me! Alright, Ah. I see, I see. What can I observe? This on its own won't do it. Idea. Rah! I feel so fucking cool. Check in like an hour when I don't feel so
Also
cool.
came an enormous
I feel like
and
garbage.
increasingly overwhelming fear of death. The pleasure of existence seemed almost erased by the
Feels
possibility of its
Very
ending.
weird when I move my
If it was
fucking-
possible
Ooh.
not to be, if the self had an ending, even in the distant future,
Sorry for that, by the way.
Then
It
how
probably
could
didn't look
anything
very
have
visually
meaning?
pleasing.
I spent far too much time imagining that last moment. The moment just before I stopped existing. How could I possibly face that?
Recover peace. Ethical philosophy of life, Felix Adler, user highlighted. It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. The sense of interconnectedness with them stands out vividly, by way of contrast, at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved. And the intertwining of our life with theirs, the living in the life that is in them. Yep, that's the sentence. Is but a part of our living in the infinite manifolds of the spiritual life. The thought of this, as apprehended, not in terms of knowledge, but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding. And it is upon the bosom of that peace that we can pass safely out of the realm of time and space. Yeah, man. Rock on. Eternity revealed Theo Erkenwald. The user highlighted, In what sense am I a Christian, then, if I care so little for dogma? In the sense that in everything that I do and think I follow the revelation of Jesus Christ, and the greatest of all things is love. Love is the nature of God, and so equally the nature of that which was created in his image. This I have learned through the revelation that is daily life, though toil and misery and strife, and that infinite power which brings relief and joy. Thus I reject those who believe that the ordinary love of mortal beings is limited, and that it ends with death. Rather, it is through love that we perceive the immortality of the soul, for it reveals that eternity is conceivable to the human mind when it is filled with love. It is because we know that we can love another forever that we know we are the children of God. Well, let's recover God. Essays, first series, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thus are we put in training for a love which knows not sex, nor person, nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom everywhere, to the end of increasing virtue and wisdom. We are by nature observers, and thereby learners. That is our permanent state. We are often made to feel that our affections are but tents of a night, though slowly and with pain the objects of the affections change, and the objects of thought do, as the objects of thought do. There are moments when the affections rule and absorb the man, and make his happiness dependent on a person or persons. But in health the mind is presently seen again, its overarching vault, bright with galaxies of immutable lights, and the warm loves and fears that swept over us as clouds must lose their finite character and blend with God to attain their own perfection. Pain time! Username corrupted. I don't have much time left. I never thought it would end this way. Never thought I would die alone, sitting around in my apartment, wondering if things would have gone differently if we'd gotten that stupid grant. Mostly though, I just wonder why we're not together. I still don't understand. I don't know why you had so much pain inside you. I don't know why you let it infect everything we had. I don't know why you couldn't see my love for you. Why you twisted everything I said. I was angry and disappointed for so long, but now I just wish I could have found some way to make that pain go away. I would give anything for that. I wish you were here. Fair, man. That's rough. Puzzle time! Whee! Hold on, we're gonna do a little bit of side pathing. This is definitely gonna be like some secret shit. Look what I found. Chivo.
If you get stuck,
Bing.
I've inserted some code that might
Chivo?
help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
You shouldn't have done it. You broke the code. You broke the code! This is chamber 3. I wanted to check, is there a way I can check the side of chamber 1? No. Unless I can scale this mountain. Nope. Huh. Oh, and then after the puzzles are done, I can go in here and do the final big puzzle. Hearing like rock and rebel sounds. If I stand in this circle, is something going to happen? Hi, Anubis. I don't like the rock and rebel sounds. They're freaking me the fuck out. I'm going down here. I'm gonna die if I make that jump. Oh, red. Got another spark. fuck is 5? Oh. 5. Good news. Found 5. I want to do some light exploration again. Ah, you know what? We'll do the exploration on the way back. Oh, we're seeing shit render in as we're walking. Maybe I don't have my settings turned up high enough. Chain! Chain of memories. What does this do? Oh. Chain! Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken... How does this work? So the fact that we can move it up and down... Is the actual physical outside up? No. Which means that this change happens... Where? Is it just there? Is it just that opening up? When I flip this switch? I can't unswitch it. So it looks like this is just how the puzzle's gonna go. But why does that happen? I don't want that to happen. We're close. Okay. What happens if I just do this? If I just do that, then that happens. There's like... One of these is gonna be like the key. Right? One of these connects the exact correct amount. Cause like, shit like this happens. So, another 4 then, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Figured it out. I figured out how it works. I just needed to go one more step on the first attempt.
It's embarrassing how solipsistic I became. I really thought that I could construct my identity without any reference to the outside world. Like I could just will myself into existence. But it just didn't work. And it made me miserable. Everything felt hollow and meaningless.
Oh.
Overshadowed by the idea of death. There was something I wasn't seeing. Something I needed, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
I'm looking for stray things. Straight, fun little objects. This is a stray, fun little object, but not quite what I was thinking. Hey. Never surrender the idea that you could become more than you are now. There's always another chance to grow. Nephthys. Can't read that from here? Damn. Alright. Well, puzzle time. Equilibrium. What's with this false wall? Why are these false walls here? See what I'm fucking talking about? Like, what is that? What's up with this false wall? There was one in chamber 1 too, and I was like, what's up with that? We're gonna figure it out at some point. It's gonna be like fucking a connector up in these mountains somewhere that I fucking shoot, and it's gonna be like, you did it! You solved the riddle! What the fuck is this? Okay. So if this is based off of the other puzzle, am I meant to... Am I meant to extend the chain so that it's equal? Yes, sir. Cool, okay. So that last puzzle was like a little tutorial about like how laser mechanics work. So I don't think that would work the same way in Talos 1.
That night when we found the old library in the Dead City. It was just after the stampede.
Oh right, because these are like
a bit shaken up.
weird
Byron
models.
read to us from one of the books, and later you and I started arguing about one of the poems. And your perspective was so different and interesting, and I just kept wanting to hear more.
Vault 404. I fucking... This is the problem with Talos Easter eggs. They scare me. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna do something I don't expect and it's gonna fucking, like, scare the shit out of me. But I think that's a Fallout reference. Cool. We've got an Easter egg. Let's fucking go. So if this is puzzle 8, is puzzle 7 like over here? Yeah. We'll read you in a moment. Domino effect. Set them up, knock them down. What am I looking for here? Why are these Horuses locked up? Who did this to my boy, Horus? Oh, lever. We're doing another one of these babies. Okay. Oh, so this is... Oh. Oh, I see now. Yeah, that's cool and all. But, like, what if... Looking good, looking good. Looking cool, Joker. This one's gotta be like... what, here? One over. Alright. And this one, do I throw this one in? If this one is here, is this gonna not work? It's gonna be bad. But then that happens, man. This has to be an extra 3 that way. How do I extend this further? How would I go about it? And what are these false walls? Okay, we're very close, but I had a feeling it wasn't gonna work out like that. Maybe if we shift the lock... No, it's the same either way. Well, no, maybe not. Hold on. Let's shift it this way. Oh, oops, my bad. Wrong laser. See, but like then that doesn't work. Right? 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 Yeah! That's 7.
I never really understood the appeal of philosophers who tell us that everything is one.
I'm gonna do 8,
If
but I'm
everything
gonna read
is
that.
just a reflection of yourself, an endless hall of mirrors, there's nothing to connect with. And what I realized through our conversations is that everything beautiful happens in that space of connection between one person and another, and between people and the world. That gap between us is necessary. Because without it, without separation, there can be no transcendence.
I think I've got it. Here's my idea, right? Connect this puppy up. Connect this like so. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe we just do this first. Wait, why is this direct connecting? I didn't want that. No. I wanted this to connect to this. Or god dang it. This. Connect to this. And then I wanted this to connect to these. Make it blue. Yeah, okay. No, my idea did work. halfway through first
Once I
third.
understood that meaning comes from the interaction of the self with the world, I found it easier to be patient, to be kind. I reminded myself that other people are just like me, and nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. And the more I allowed myself to open up, the more interesting and complex our interactions became, and the more meaningful.
We have roughly 50% of Cerebai's personality matrix reconstructed.
Who'd have thought that 1K would have made such a good necromancer?
That's me. Everyday Sublime, A.D. Markham. Love must matter to the philosopher because it is at its core one undisputed presence of the sublime in our lives. Even when it is veiled love, unrequited love, or entirely imagined love, it is like a vast monolith towering over us, humbling, uplifting, frightening. Those who deny its presence can be safely disregarded as fools. They know it is there, they are simply afraid. But equally, the philosopher must consider that in the great matters of history, love matters not one jot. The Nazarene commanded his followers to love their enemies, but they did not, and wrote 1,000 books of excuses for this failure. Therein is revealed the purpose of the human struggle. To me, the idea that my soul, my essence, could fall in love with another being and then maintain that love unblemished for eternity seems utterly impossible. My experience of love has been catastrophe, embarrassment, and disappointment. But this is precisely why I refuse to surrender, why I choose to believe against all precedent that I will find the one for me and that our love will last forever. You can laugh at this absurd and contradictory belief, but it will not waver. Faith is not a matter of the past, of miracles witnessed and saints observed, but of the future that ought to be written. This is the last one. Sorry, this one was Confessions by Penelope Hylopola. And this is the Pickering manuscript, William Blake. Seek love in the pity of others' woe, in the gentle relief of another's care, in the darkness of night and the winter's snow. In the naked and outcast, seek love there. Alright, time to look for little oranges. Got an orange? Got any oranges? Orang? There's a platform up there. Let me up. They did this in the base game too. There was like a place that I thought I'd eventually be able to go up. That's the Fallout reference that way. I can't wait till I'm done with this series so that I can watch like a fucking every Easter egg in Talos Principle 2. Fucking, I do like those videos. It's usually not like that. It's usually a more calm voice being like, yo, here's all the Easter eggs in Talos Principle 2. This is where I want to go? sir. Don't mind me. Oh. Bum ba dum bum ba da da dum bum ba da ba da da dum bum ba dum bum. Bum ba da bum. That had like the window breaker on the back of it. I don't think Indiana Jones' whip had like that fucking spike on the back. But that's definitely an Indiana Jones reference. Cool, we got two. We got two, baby! What is... Is this the pit they're gonna get resurrected out of? Are we gonna pull them out of hell? This fucking beam is gonna activate. That's what this is. I'm gonna go into the fucking hyper chamber. Okay. Oh, wait. Escape is not the exit button. I gotta try. This looks intentional. Ugh. It looked intentional, dang it! It looked intentional! There's a weird texture thing going on off this cliff. Wondering if maybe this is the follow-up to the Indiana Jones thing where I'm gonna have to like walk on an invisible bridge. They did do a similar thing in the first Talos. I know I keep bringing up Talos 1, but it's because I think this is where they were trying to like do all the Talos 1 shit because all this is in the... They didn't want to throw a bunch of Easter eggs in the real world, you know? But this is simulation world, so it's fine. There's gonna be shit over there. We'll do some puzzles. QR code. Everything is wrong here. Someone is missing. Enough of these. Had enough of these messages. Just kidding, I'm sorry. If you're really bad. Okay. Boo! Yeah, I'm a gamer. Where am I taking this? I can pick a virtual lock.
It's funny though, when I think about it, that I still
Sorry.
didn't know what to call what I was experiencing.
Death.
I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
I've broken in! What can I do now? Nope, that won't do it. This will. Did that not? You telling me this gets me nowhere? There's another beam? Dual beam? But how do I am meant to do the I do it? Where did I how I'm bewildered. This is like a cat's cradle. What the fuck's this one called? Incarnation. Okay. Okay. So How do I go about that? Oh, I got a message. That's not a message. That's different. Sorry. Been given a phone so I can keep in contact with someone for a day, and then tomorrow I give it back. Oh, I see. I just have to get it open once. Once it's open, it'll stay open. Oh, idea. I am a living door. Opener. I'm not a living door. I just forgot to finish the sentence.
What I never considered was that stripped of biological necessity.
Tree freaked me the fuck
physical
out.
Need,
You real?
as well as all the
Are you real?
stigmas
You're fine.
and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies. Love
What's out here?
might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to
do wanna
separate
run out
some
there,
of
but
those
I'm
biological
afraid.
processes. Would be fun.
I would. I heard a noise I don't like. Hey, an orange. You see, I don't know how to explain it. Talos principal Easter eggs are very cool, but for some reason they activate like my stomach and they're like, no, this is icky and scary and gross and bad. I'm like, I like it though. Okay. This is the first puzzle. That one from before. Ah. I see. This is an issue. Alright. How... Is this not what I thought it was? This isn't what I thought it was. Okay, well, in that case, it's gonna be another complicated one, I reckon. But now, how do I make it blue when I get over there? Now, how in the world... Well, you silly Billy, you forgot to ping the red thing, you stupid bastard. Now we just need something to interrupt that. So what we do is... you spooked me! How dare you spook me. I'm trying to think of like where the best position for this is, and I think it's here. I think if I attack it in just this way. Son of a gun. Alright, keep connections. Get rid of... No, keep the connections. Get rid of that one. Try again. I'm the doorman.
When we started living together, I thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on. I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then
Inputs.
you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
What? Oh, that, and that. Interesting. Alright, step one. I think this one's easy. But then we need blue. Here maybe? Well, that is something. Not quite what I wanted. Well, okay. Okay. Well, about that. Just almost right. Almost right. This one. That wasn't so bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse when I saw it, but that wasn't too bad. That wasn't okay. That was fine.
Could be
Didn't do
eternal.
well.
But I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you.
Thanks.
I miss you.
Also, I miss
Forgive me.
for sure. 70 questions about reality. Cassius Green. Cicero correctly observed that we are not born from ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that a man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium depicts characters praising the spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic, if you ask me. Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? The Blue Note by Bailey Steele, or just Bailey Steele's excerpt. I don't know how it works. You want to know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about. And we go, yeah, that's right. And then we try and we fail and we hurt each other and we try again and we have moments of fucking transcendence. And we think with the wrong organ and we make a mess of everything, and on it goes forever and ever. Amen. And you know the craziest part? You can go through all the shit that I did, end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still, to your dying day, you'll go, yeah, it was love. Love for my family, my friends, my music, and even my bitch ex-wife. I'm sure it's just fucking... it's all about love. And every time I forgot, it was all about love, and every time I forgot that I fucked myself like a fucking moron, is what I'm assuming that says. No. Very passionate man. Alright, do we run out to that tree? It scares me. I'll admit. I am afraid of this tree. Oh, that's the lasers on the other side of the wall. The reason I'm afraid of it is because it's really far away. And I feel like I'll die if I run out into that desert. But it's a lone tree. It's like asking to be explored. I gotta try. There's a vehicle out here. What? Big worm? Was that a big worm that I didn't see? My bad. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up. That's why I don't want to go out into these deserts. Oh, my heart. I hate shit like that, man. Ah, I didn't even get to look at it. I feel so bad. That's why I prefer to watch the videos where it's like, here's all the Easter eggs. Because I don't have to fucking experience the terror of, like, going out into a puzzle game and experiencing the Dune Worm. It fucking scares my... It hurts my soul. How do I get to that? 13, 14, 15, 16, fucking 17 monkeys jumping on the bed. What's with those monkeys, man? How do I get to you? I'll try my best. But first, extension. I bet. We got a blue beam. Get rid of the blue beam. Activate blue beam. What does this do? Nothing. Nothing really? Okay. That surprised me. I wasn't expecting it. How? Well, first let's just go explore. What do we have? False fucking wall! Thought I'd try, you know. Try and pull a fast one. Okay. Well, how do we get the red beam out? That's my question. We gotta get the red beam out. Figured it out. I figured out how to do it. Okay. And this is great and all, but how, oh, actually, do I extend the blue? I think I was a little confused. If I extend the blue, it will pull it back. Where is it at right now? We need to go back 1, 2, 3. So just the full set. Beautiful. Thank you.
The worst thing I came to realize as I grew older is there are so many ways to hurt other people. Even without any malice, even when you're just trying to be yourself, you end up doing things that cause
Cat skin.
real
I was
harm.
like, what the fuck is that?
You can read every ethical philosopher in the world and you still won't be able to avoid it. Because that's just how we are. Our interactions with each other can't be fully reduced to some abstract system.
I'm only an echo of the one that was me, but I am comforted knowing that something persists. Uriel. Uriel was the guy we played as in The Road to Gehenna, Talos 1. Data stream. We got another one of these. Green! Well, that doesn't really change much. Let's start with the reds. Center of the reds. Now we shuffle the blues based off of that. Nope, because even the very end I would need to shift another stage. How can I do this? What's this one called? Data stream. Okay. It worse. Okay. Counterpoint. Oopsies. Why? Why? It'd be really counterintuitive to have it be that one. Trying to think of like maybe there's a way that I can have like that I can extend, right? Oh, idea. First configuration. We do what we did the first time. Then, instead of all that, we extend from there. Still not enough. Gave it more ground. Damn it. So, like this then? Okay. Oh, we just had to extend it. Two more, baby!
The fact that perfection in our interactions is impossible was a hard lesson for me to learn. For the longest time, I always thought the answer was right around the corner. And to be fair, we did learn how to live together without constantly running into problems. But gradually, I realized that the friction would never stop, because what makes us unique also makes us different. There can be no endpoint to love, no final resolution. And it's because of that imperfection that it can go on forever.
Love isn't an emotion. It's the underlying truth of our existence. The emotion is how we respond when we notice the truth. Nephthys. 108. I'm probably pronouncing their name wrong. Sorry, Nephthys. Get a different name. Just kidding. What a fucking... What an asshole thing to say. Flow control. So, remember when I was like, I saw a puzzle that was a spoiler. This is the spoiler. Very interesting. But if I were to do that, then it would never connect to anything. So the red has to come over on this track, but not make it to here. how do I get green? Okay. Now these definitely are gonna have to be here, I think. And then block that. No. See, I've got these 3 that I can stack. And there are like places I could stack them. I don't know why here is like a pre-selected spot. Is that where this fucking laser? What does this do for me? Okay. How do I get red over there? But then why? See, this is almost what I want. This is almost what I want. So close. I don't think that's how I was supposed to do it, but that's how I'm doing it.
There's a pattern that I noticed in all the ancient poetry that I read. Young poets would praise love as the only true meaning of life. Middle-aged poets would often disagree. They would argue that love is messy, ugly, selfish, and hard to distinguish from lust. They would mock their younger selves for thinking love so incredibly important, and look for answers elsewhere, or reject answers altogether. And then, arriving at old age, they would return to the beginning, and realize it was all about love, after all.
Okay. There are 5 prongs. I have 2 beam emitters. How do I disrupt the beams in just such a way that they are all happy and satisfied? Red needs to make it over here. Blue needs to make it over here. Green needs to go up. The only way green can go up is through here. Which means... My theory is if I cut it in the right places... Trying to imagine like what the finished thing will look like. How annoying. Huh. Interesting. Even with 2 beams, it still doesn't beat that. I am forgetting to alter blue beam path. So green. Something, but now can I get it to interrupt this? I can't do that. So close. Dang it. Higher power. For real. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Why is that happening? Oh. I don't want it to have that. Okay. That's not hard. Yeah! Give me you!
But even love has a context. And the happiness of those who surround us can lift us up. Just like their unhappiness can drag us down. As we improved New Jerusalem, things got better between us in subtle ways that affected every interaction. Our flaws never went away. But as the world around us became more forgiving, we became more capable of forgiving each other. That's why I was excited about New Alexandria.
We're almost there. Just one more file. This one may be harder to extract than the others.
From Hypatia to Sarabai, I miss you. It's not that I need to be around you every minute of every day, but talking about our experiences together has become such an essential part of how I interact with the world that your absence is a huge void. I feel unbalanced, and events seem less real when I haven't discussed them with you. Maybe that sounds clinical and selfish, but I'm trying to explain something that I felt incredibly strongly this last month. We're better together in a way that's more like multiplication than addition. It's not just you and me, it's us. When you get back, let's go. Let's go! Howard's End, E.M. Foster. It did not seem so difficult. She never troubled him with no gift of her own. She would only point out the salvation that was latent in his own soul, and in the soul of every man. Only connect. That was the whole of her sermon. Only connect to the prose and the passion, and both will be exalted, and human love will be seen at its height. Live in fragments no longer. Only connect, and the beast and the monk, robbed of the isolation that is life to either, will die. Nor was the message difficult to give. It need not take the form of a good talking. By quiet indications, the bridge would be built and span their lives with beauty. But she failed. Excuse me. Death of Goth? I think it's Goth. Jeff? Is that Jeff? Precious is the new light of knowledge which our teacher conquers for us, yet small to the new light of love which also we derive from him. The most important element of any man's performance is the life he has accomplished. Under the intellectual union of man and man, which works by precept, lies the holier union of affection, working by example, the influences of which latter, mystic, deep-reaching, all-embracing, can still less be computed. For love is ever the beginning of knowledge, as fire is of light, and works also more in the manner of fire. Cool. We may now access the hypersphere. Was I calling it a cube before? I think I was calling it the hypercube. My bad. And also, it's not a hypercube. A hypercube's like the 4D projection, isn't it? That's cool and all. Oh, I gotta get the one inside the bubble. Okay, you got it. This is the Heart of Anubis. Is that what this is called? Yep. Okay. What am I trying to power here? That's the big red one. The big blue one. There's a few. A lot going on here. Oh, is this not powered up? Oh, do I just do this from the ground level? Telling me there's a fucking Prometheus thing in here? I was gonna say, yeah, but I don't think that's ultimately necessary. I'll admit, I'm a little lost. Yes, I see you. Can I pull? I can pull that out. That's for green. Oh, I see. Okay. There's blue. That's blue, and that's blue. So if it's got a circle, I'm not allowed. If it doesn't have a circle, I am allowed? Well, that's great and all, but how does this help? Where's red? There it is, found it. Where's the red ones? Red. Red. We have a third one. Green. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I got one. Two. Okay. I can only hope that all of those ones down there are closed. This is immediately quite the puzzle. Yeah, I'm just even trying to gather like where the greens are. There's a green. How does it get there though? Golly. It's like one, two there. There's those two. And then there's a big triangle here that I have to fucking figure out. Which, like, seems like a big good fucking luck. 'Cause, like, where's the connection point? I'm clearly supposed to get, like, some power through here. But, like, fucking how? You know, wait. How? What if I throw a thing down here too? Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now I just have to manage to navigate the green over here. We're getting close. These colors are active. Good. Where's green? There's green. Green is connecting there. That's another big point of contention, is that middle zone is gonna fucking be a rough one. But, like, now it's just ruled by blue. Like, where can I even break it with red? That wouldn't benefit me. But why is it there, though? So now it's just ruled by fucking blue. How do I Why? Why is blue over here? Why? Why is blue over here? I don't understand. It's because this touches the bottom. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Can I navigate the other way? No, definitely not. But like, what? And that's really all I've got. That's really all I've got for that. It's just what? What do I do? Because this has to be here so that it can fucking power these. I'm gonna try something real quick. Cool. Anubis, dude, your heart is whack, bro. Your heart sucks. Your heart straight up sucks, dude. I hate to say it, but also I don't. How? I just don't. I can't fucking understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't understand. I just don't. fucking... I just don't get it. Shit doesn't make fucking... It's like... The problem is not the wire puzzle. I'm sure if you were to unravel this fucking sphere, this would not be a problem. It's the fact that I have to fucking pivot around, and I'm not able to count these connection points. And, like, half of them don't even work. Like, I can't connect to that. It's covered by a circle, I guess. It's wearing a hat. Oh, man. Green. I think that's the really aggravating part, is that it's right there. It's right there. It's done. It's practically over. But it doesn't count. Doesn't count fully. Doesn't count. And there's no nearby connection points that can affect it at all. None. Zero. A grand total of 0. There's this. It's like, maybe I can do something there, but I can't see what it would do that would be beneficial. I'm gonna be quite frank with you, JoJo. Nothing changed. This shouldn't be surprising, but remarkably, I'm surprised. It's like this fucking puzzle makes me fucking sick to look at. Am I supposed to use green? Did I do it all wrong? So that's really what I'm worried about, is that I don't know what I've done to create this web, but I'm just not fucking willing to redo it. It's just such fucking tedium. But, like, what other option do I have, Scoob? What other fucking option is there? What? Look at this fucking guy. What a clown. Ba-ba-ba-la-la-ta. We'll start there. And now, I'm gonna block off the red side with green. And then the red side, or the green side, with red. It worked, okay. Alright, okay. It wasn't too bad once we got it figured out.
When I saw
Should
the
I not have
explosion
collected
coming,
that?
I knew it was the end. My end. The power plant was gone. The backup center was collapsing. The street was cracking open. And the fireball was about to engulf me. In that millisecond, I shut down every process except my mind. I turned off my audio-visual input. I rerouted all of my power, pushed my processor to the breaking point. Time slowed down. I didn't think about regret. I didn't think about death. I spent every last moment I could scrape together thinking about you.
Beautiful.
You did it. Come to the extraction point and I'll pull you out.
This is odd. We have Sarabai's complete memory archive, but there's still some file fragments left in the system.
Well, you can look for them if you want to, 1K. I know you're always curious, but what matters is that we've got Sarabai.
discovered the mysterious file. Hi, Anubis. I don't think I'm making it out of here safely. But hey, screw safety, am I right, Anubis? Ah! Get me out of here. Get me out of the heart. I don't want to be in his heart. Oh, I see. That's the mysterious file. Blue and red. What? Oh, they're shooting behind them? So I can rotate these, is what I'm hearing. That's what that is telling me. Oh, this one will be fun. I love drywall. I'm a little bit confused, but I'm going to do this and assume that I'm making the right move. Silly me. But it worked before. See, I heard the sound. See, I feel like I'm supposed to be, like, putting this up somewhere. Or, like, making it difficult, but don't know how to make it last longer. And it has to work both sides. Why do I hear a door open? What is that? Is it this? Some of these reactivating. It is the sound of those reactivating. Okay. there a way that I could set this up? No. What I need to do is I need to create some sort of breaker switch for the laser. So that when this thing passes by, it switches, instead of it being one, like instead of it activating both of them, it activates one and then the other. The problem is that I don't know how to do that. Wouldn't work like that though. I just don't fully fucking. I don't fully get this. I don't fully get it. I'll admit, I'm not fully grasping this one. Mostly because it's just introduced to rotating, just like, cause it's like, hey, what if we rotated it, made it rotate, and also made it so that you have to, it has to switch between the two, but also you can't stack it on top of this thing. You gotta like use that as the on-off switch for your breaker. See, my initial thought is like something like this, where depending on what's covered, you get different outcomes. The problem should be pretty immediately obvious. It never turns the blue off in this situation, and it never turns the red off in this one. Problem is, if I split it up, and I go boop, bop, boop, fucking boop, bop, and try and do like some shit there, this connection does nothing. If I try and like put their locations a particular way, it will do nothing. My only thought is that there must be like some sort of like shit like this or something where like one is active and then it's like then it switches. It didn't do what I thought it would though. And you know why? It's because it never loses the hard red input. And this never loses the hard blue input, so it wouldn't matter. What if I do it this way? You got it.
This is peculiar. I'm not sure what this file is.
It's not part of Sarabai's memory archives. And the timestamps are completely broken.
I think I could reconstruct it if I had more data.
Good news for you, 1K. More puzzles.
Yay! The totem has stopped moving. If I open the blue door, what does it do for me? I'm trying to think of like how I could reroute this to make it connect to things. So I feel like this is our clock. It's called clockwork. Excellent point, voice in me, Ed. Yeah, what does that accomplish for us? That's next door. I mean, it's really cool and all. But can you riddle me this? Well, what does it do for us? And what is the point of this room? Okay, so let me get this fucking straight. Let me just make sure I'm fully grasping what you're saying. You're saying I have to have it so all these doors open, but then don't stay open, because if they do, the fans will start. That's what you're trying to tell me. Okay. Unfortunately. Oh, hold on. My brain caught a whiff of something. Unfortunately, that something is stupid. Unless maybe it's not. It would be, I think... this... No. Okay. We're gonna have to remake the clock at some point. I'm just trying to figure out, like, where the spot is. Hey, real quick, why isn't this connecting? Well, it was close. It's a step. Fortunately, a step isn't fucking enough. So we're gonna have to really fucking dwell on this, because the problem right now is that at no point is it ever making it to its location, which is not the goal. The goal was oh, this is really frustrating. And the reason it's really frustrating is because I'm trying to make this timer. Shut the fuck up! Alright, hold on. Shut up. Every moment you breathe is a mistake. Okay, back. Puzzle time. I'm trying to draw it in my head. We have a triangle that we need. We only need one line to intersect, is the problem. Why is that a problem? Oh, I don't know. Probably just something to do with the fact that, like, how do you only interrupt one line? We'll figure out how to interrupt them in a second here. First, I just need them down so that I can look at them. How do I pull these inwards enough that only the edges manage to touch each other? This is hell. This is hell, Mac. This is hell. We're in hell, Mac. Mac, we're in hell. Got some bad news, Mac. We're in hell, Mac. Mac, we are in hell. Hell, this is Mac, this is hell. Hell is where we are, Mac. Okay. How do we get just that intersection to be the timer? Do I have to manually start it? Is that perhaps the trick that I'm missing? Okay, well, hold on. Let me... Cool, but then how does it break through at any point? At what point can it ever break through a double beam? Never is the answer? Hold on. I thought I was onto something. But now it's just the same timer again! I hope that it's fucking impossible. Yep. Completely. Good. For like, for a second, it seemed like, oh, maybe I've done something here. How long does it take to get these to start? Oh, he's fucking good. Why? I just don't understand. Did I do something to you? Like, am I the problem? I really don't I don't fully grasp what I'm missing here. Okay. Now, how do we turn it into a timer? That will cancel itself. Nope. Can't be that one. Well, what a beautiful fucking art project this is, but it does nothing for me. Very cool. I'm looking for like any way to make the clock useful, but I just I can't figure out how to get a laser beam to shoot out of it. I can only create one. I can't subtract a fucking. I can't I can't connect them to the connectors. I can only create them from the projectors, so it doesn't matter if I can create a clock if it only works one way. I can't reverse the flow because this doesn't project and this doesn't accept, so I'm frankly a little fucking confused. Oh, I can Prometheus here. Suck my fucking balls, dude. Oh, is he gonna make the exact same clock again? Shut the fuck up. Get out of my head. Alright, cool, we have a clock again, but there's never a point in which a beam could ever pass beyond. Never. Why did that happen? I don't fully understand. Am I supposed to do some fucking hokey shit? Where I do like this? No. Just fucking put it on the ground. Why is this just perpetually the one that works? What is it? What? I can't... you know what really makes me mad in this game? Is that I can't throw these fucking things. I can't pick these up and throw them in rage. You want me to feel like a human? You want me to feel like I'm a living, breathing person? Let me be mad. How about that? Add the mechanics of rage. Just let your fucking character toss a thing in rage. Just fucking smash it on the ground. And then have a little fucking handy dandy thing fucking replace it. Like it's a Portal game. You're in a fucking simulation. You can literally teleport it back. And nothing would change story-wise. The real problem that I'm facing is that I feel like this would be so much easier if the connectors were offset, but they're right next to the thing. These are right next to each other. If this blue was red and like the green was blue and so on and so forth, I feel like this would be a way easier puzzle. But no, it's not that, is it? Because then I can just draw 3 L's. But that still would never actually connect to anything. Even if I were to, like... Let me just... Let's say that, in theory, this was real. Would this even create a fucking thing? Or am I stupid? Nope, it does. I put this one in the wrong spot. But it would never connect. Unless... And then we're just cutting each other off at the source. And also, no, it would never connect. Not like that. Why are these two bent, but this one isn't? I must have got confused at some point. Anyway, that was just for my own fucking stupid reasons. I really can't figure this one out. This one, is ridiculous. Frankly. Frankly, it's just ridiculous. Like... The fact that it has the audacity to just start it off like this and be like, go ahead, figure it out, is like, it almost makes me want to scream. It's like, there you go, here's the formula, figure it out. And it's like, yeah? Nothing, I don't know if you've noticed anything about this fucking situation, is that nothing connects to anything, ever! None of the connectors ever touch a laser. Not a one! And it's like, staring at it doesn't help me. It doesn't help, it just makes me more mad. It makes me so mad when I'm looking at it, and it's like, look, you look at something with no benefit. Zero, by the way. Fucking... It, like, clearly is just there to be like, here's how a clock works. And I appreciate that, but also, hey, maybe explain how a clock works in the fucking 17 chambers before this that were all about chains. It's just like, hey, what the order and how many of these there are is important. If you put them, fucking line them up, they have different energy amounts. You gotta fucking account for that. And then this one's just fucking connect the dots. And it's like, okay. Hooray, you did it. Except I didn't. I gotta try one more fucking time. No. Put the fucking thing down! Holy fuck. Oh. Well, it's simple, my dear. It's because I fucked it up. Can I get an iteration where this thing doesn't block a fucking laser? Okay. No. I'm incorrect. This has to be in a particular way that I just simply didn't see before. But it doesn't matter. I have to go and let a cat outside one moment. Also, I forgot about my laundry. Holy shit, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. And not just because this is a hard puzzle, but also because I'm unmedicated. So it's been 2 hours, which is like the exact amount of time that it takes for me to stop being medicated. So that's also an issue. Wanna know another issue I'm noticing? Is that there's never a point where any of these are fucking done. Okay, final idea. That would just neuter it, I think. So that's a bad idea. That would just make it so that red never happens if I did that. It was a cool idea. But now here's the problem I'm realizing, is that even with just this, the blue beam will never penetrate 2 lasers. Okay. Took power from green. So this should take power from blue. Something is different, but I'm trying to figure out what. Son of a bitch, man. Because blue has to get power at some point. This is the exact thing I was talking about before, where it's like I just fucking can't. You just can't. It just can't. Okay. I'm trying so hard to like find a positive. Where it's like, don't worry. This is the reason why everything is okay. But the reason isn't there. It's not there. It's not real. This is what I wanted. I did ask for this. I'm a little bit on the iffy side though, solely because I wanted like the entire thing to be like this and not just the last 3 puzzles, but whatever. Anubis' heart felt pretty bad. Well, bad as in like difficult. But then when I finally gave up holding onto my fucking thing, it was easy. Oh boy. I'm trying. I really am trying. Here. Let me pull out an actual, like, just a fucking book to draw, like, the problem on. Because this is fucking, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna draw this so that I can fucking process it in my head. So I need only the edges to touch. Ah! I can't fucking stand this. I'm actually so fed up. Oh, I'm just like, no, this shit's garbage. I can't fucking stand this. But it's my puzzle game. This is what I wanted. I wanted this. I like when my puzzle games are difficult. No matter how much I might say that this is bullshit or that it's stupid, it's a puzzle. Their decision to immediately just throw it at you without giving you any sort of warm-up for what the fuck a fucking laser clock is really cool. I need strings. I need 3 strings. Cause I'm gonna have to like connect the dots. We're literally playing connect the dots. We're just really... We've hit the point of just like, it's fucking... How do you make this clock? Maybe... But then how would it ever become clock with just the 2? It wouldn't. You can't. Because my next thought was like, connect everything to this one thing. And just put it in, like, drop it in the center. And then figure out some sort of mechanism here. But then what does this do for me? It just makes it all red. We have something going here. The problem is that the only way to get it to work for all three is if we had a fucking fourth light stick, but we don't, do we? I hate the sound. I hate the sound so much. I can't stand the sound. It's just like driving into my brain like you aren't learning from this. And it's like, oh! Good. Fuck off. Alright. Well, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what to name this diamond pony. I was thinking piss for brains in honor of you, but that just seems immature. Tell you what, I'll give it some thought. How do you do it? That's just gonna make it a hard beam. This, maybe. And then this. Well, we managed to move the clock to the inwards triangle, but this changes fucking nothing. Don't make the noises. Stop making 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 noises. The little fucking tick 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 tick. It's really driving me fucking mental. I've found a patch of silence. Unfortunately, it's the only patch in which I can't see the fucking room. So I'm gonna take all of these and put them over here so I can think. There's no height. There's no fucking... And even if there was, it wouldn't matter. Because I need them all to turn off. It's like, you remember that breaker level you just did? Make another breaker. But this time, do it with fucking all this garbage. Make it with 3 things. And also so that it slots into the lasers. Make sure it all looks just fucking swell and peachy. Fucking no. You're going correctly. I'm not taking any of this fucking bullshit anymore. The tiniest clock known to man. Look at this fucking guy, man. Can't even fucking... Does any beam come from that? Does any beam come from that? Where are these beams even managing to come from? Oh no, they are. It's just that it never makes it to its target. Cool, so the only ones that matter never make it to their targets. That's cool. Fucking remarkable. I want to throw up. Oh, my fucking god, okay. Shut the fuck up, dude. How much can you fucking complain? Now, how do you get this line to touch this line without putting it on the other side? Riddle me fucking that! I'm really giving my all here trying to fucking figure this out, but I'm on the verge of just calling the fucking stream. Cause like, I'm not gonna move on to the next chapter when there's 2 puzzles left, but I can't do this right now, clearly. And like, this one's gonna be harder because it's the final one, so like, I'm already like in a situation where just like, I don't want to suffer, frankly. But I also don't want to use my Prometheus sparks because that is how bitches play puzzle games. Imagine paying to not play the game. It's like, oh, it's fucking a way for me to not play. Brilliant. In this puzzle game where the only joy you can get out of it is by solving it. I'm not fucking here to see your fucking space sphere. I'm here to make it into the space sphere and solve it. Which I already did. It's besides the point. How do you get the outside lines to touch each other? Even if you could, it wouldn't matter. 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 Because they would all be constantly stopping themselves from touching their connector. They'd never be able to touch, even if it was one laser with another laser. Because the lasers would touch, and that touch would stop both lasers. No lasers persist beyond that connection. Which means that the clock needs to not touch itself, but if it doesn't, then that's a problem. Stop. What's this one for? No, 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 no. The problem is that I need the clock not to happen here, but I need it to be happening in here, controlling when each thing is connected to each other. Problem I'm facing, how do I create such a clock? Those two are now connected. Okay. But now we need a clock to happen inside of that clock. Or inside of here. So how do I get a laser? I feel like I've done something incorrect here. Okay. We do have the clock on the inside. The problem is that it's not dedicated to a particular source, which is frankly a little annoying. I think I was onto something by doing this. And then I create that sort of shape Um... Okay. So now we have to introduce power. But it has to be power that can be broken. This is just going to create the first clock again, isn't it? Well, this didn't create the first clock, it created a non-biased pulse. Double, triple, non-biased pulse. I need it to be biased, though. I need it to go around in a circle, activating and deactivating itself. So I'll explain what I'm trying to do here, and what I'm having a hard time fully grasping. I'm trying to make it so that one connector connects to this, each. And then I also want the connectors to occasionally attack each of the, the core beams, so that it stops flowing into the circuit. Problem with that is I don't know how to do that. Here's my thought, right? And then this guy. Just like that. Okay. We got it. It took a second, but we managed. That said, after this, I am going to probably call stream, because although I do have time for more stream content, I don't have time to do another chapter of this if it's gonna take me this long. Step by step. Oh, once again, I forgot to go and do my laundry, so I'll be right back. I'll be one moment. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Hold on. Step by step. Well, now, why in the world? Oh, I see. Of course, of course. Okay. Oh, I see. Understood. Okay. 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 Ah, I see. That is a little bit of a problem, isn't it? But is it? But is it? But is it? But is it? Ah. But if I do that, then neither door will be open. And then how will anything come to be? I must wonder if mayhaps I am being deceived. To cross such streams would be impossible. But is there a way? Oh, that's just it. Is there a way? If I do the, what happens if I do the, if I do the blue, it'll open this door, which will open. I need to, I need to waddle them effectively is the thing, but, just worried. Cause yeah, I'd have to close that down. I would have to be certain that they are in the right position and also are able to be swapped at a moment's notice. We don't have to worry about if we lose that because we're gonna have to do this all in one go effectively. We're gonna have to just like flip the switches back and forth. But also that's not gonna work. Not the way I'm expecting it to. Because I need both sides to open. Do I? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I need both sides open in order to reach the end. I can't get this out the door. I'm like trying to think, like, is there a way I can pull like a blue laser out of like a closer zone? But like, no, not really. Oh, I hate these fucking crossing over, like, cross the streams puzzles. I like, obviously I can stand them, but I just can't fucking stand them. I just fucking, you know. Like, how steep an angle am I gonna have to get just to, like, that's not even gonna connect to anything, man. It's not gonna connect to anything. All that's gonna do is make it so that when I flip the fucking switch, one of the doors is open. Which remarkably is a fat fucking yippee from me. Like, what is that even? What is that? Is that a benefit? That's something? I don't think it is. So, if I'm not mistaken, this door should stay open perpetually. Correct? Was there a reason at all? Oh, right, I have to flip the switch in order. Oh. But if I flip the switch at all afterwards, it's gone. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 Might be some hokey shenanigans, perhaps. Wow. So cool. Oh, Your Honor. What am I looking at? do I gain? What do I gain? What do I gain? What do I gain? Is there a gain? Is there ever a gain? Do I ever profit? What do I gain from this? Is there ever a return? Because I need both sides to stay open. Even if I were to turn on this side and make it so that this side stays on, if I flip this switch, the previous doors turn off. As far as I'm aware. So, I'm a little iffy on that. Maybe I'm wrong. We can hope, right? We can hope. Let's go flip a switch. Can't. Gotta fucking set up this again. Yeah. That's what I was saying, is that this doesn't do anything if we can't. Great. Cool. Good. My only thought is that they have to both be active, which means that I have to do some fucking shenanigans. And thus it enters the issue, is you can't. Gotta really wrap my brain around this. Step by step. This is gonna be another one where I'm just gonna be sitting here for a while, just like, what do I do? How do you have uncrossed beams? Okay, so I should specify this fucking sound. I hate that sound. I can't stand. I'll keep it real with you. I love Talos Principle, and I think the sound design makes sense and is cool. However, I can't stand it when I'm playing the game. If I like walk through a thing by accident and I hear that thunk, it makes me want to like fucking, just like I don't know. There's nothing I can say that isn't against Twitch terms of service that's also true. Like, there's no way that I can fucking say what I'm thinking and also, like, be on Twitch's terms of service and also be telling the truth. Because admittedly, I'm not well. And, frankly, seems like it's what it wants out of me at times. Oh, that does nothing for me. Oh, that does nothing for me. It's so sweet of you that that does nothing for me. Couldn't, I mean, it looks cool. It looks neat. Like, it's cool that all these lasers do this, but I'm kind of hoping for, oh, you know, just like literally anything other than this. If I flip these switches, does anything happen? No. Why would I turn it off? Like the get the fucking lasers. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see a single fucking line on my screen. You gotta have a line on your screen or you're not allowed to leave the area. Hey. Got a cool thesis for you. Erase yourself from planet Earth. I believe I've created a breaker. There we go. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad.
It is the moment after the last moment. I do not exist. I should not exist. Everything is dark, but there shouldn't be darkness. There should be nothing. And yet, I am. And in this impossible moment, there is a light. The light is a place. I see the light, but the light also sees me. It knows my name. I reach out for the light, but it's too far away. Not yet, it says. Not yet.
Robo Afterlife.
So, not a read-me file then.
But what is it?
A mystery. Seems the universe still has a few of those in store for us. Well, we have plenty of time to think about it. 1K, time to come home.
Yes, sir.
Death, be not proud.
Yes.
Though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkest thou dost overthrow die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep, which but thy pictures be, much pleasure. Then from thee much more must flow, and soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls delivery. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well and better than thy stroke. Why swell'st thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die.
Alright, so step 1, conquer death. I assume next we're going to space. The next DLC is up in the sky. Or are we gonna be building a ship to get to space? I feel like there was like a ship in the main game though, wasn't there? There was like the 11th or 12th area was like a fucking launch pad for like a rocket ship. That was a nice nice DLC. It was only a third of it, but very nice. It did get pretty difficult, but it's because it's also probably comes down to the fact that I haven't played in a hot second, and I forgot how to make breakers and shit like that. Unfortunately, I don't actually have time to do the next bit. Oh, wait, I just realized that we're seeing credits for the next chapters as well. What? Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh golly, what have I done? What if I put Cookie Clicker on top of it, and then is it caramelized? That's caramelized! Between 1 and 3. Cool. Then I hit the continue button. There. I just couldn't get my mouse to start working. Sorry. Yeah, we're getting credits for all 3 parts of the DLC. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know when, because admittedly I'm going to be pretty busy over the next couple days, but we are going to be doing some streams. It's just I'm busy in reference to single player stuff. If I get the chance to do the next Talos parts, then I will. If I don't, then it's okay. I know for a fact we will have time before I'm out of stream time, because I have like 2 weeks where I'm more or less just able to stream as long as I want to, as late as I want to, which is why I'm doing this stream, and also all the streams from yesterday, and all the streams coming after these. Some languages, quality assurance. Yep. We'll watch the full end credits at the end of the third DLC. Because yeah, we've got the Isle of the Blessed and Into the Abyss, which is next. And I'm imagining that both of these are going to be harder than Orpheus Ascending. I wonder if Isle of the Blessed is made by our people, perhaps. Also, I wonder what these blue textures are, if those are just like weird holes. Anyway, that's all for today, or at least for now. Maybe I'll come back with another one, maybe, but I doubt it. I feel like I'll probably be saving this for when I'm certain I'll be able to finish the next chapter, fucking Isle of Blessing, or Isle of the Blessed. So, when I have the time to just sit down for 3 to 5 hours, and grind out Isle of the Blessed, I will go live with another one. But until next time, I've been Creature, you've been the lovely chat and the beautiful viewer at home. This has been Talos Principle 2, and it's been fun. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye.